Hurricane Harvey, one of the strongest hurricanes to hit the U.S. coast. Over 50 inches of rain dumped on Texas, 30 people dead, and one Prosper teacher in the middle of it all.
I've been teaching the engineering class for 8 years now, so I have a pretty good idea what's going on there.
Mr. Berliner has been teaching at Prosper for 3 years. He grew up in a military family and found himself moving from place to place. Once he became a teacher, he wanted to follow in his family's legacy and joined the Air National Guard.
I'm in what's called the Air National Guard, which is the old school 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks in the summer. So we go out to the base in Fort Worth. A lot of what we do is about training, making sure people are ready, making sure equipment is ready, and preparing for basically what just happened to us.
Harvey hit on August 28th, and Mr. Berliner was sent down to Houston on the night of the 29th, where he stayed for 2 weeks, and all of his training was finally put to the test.
That first week, we were flying missions 24 hours. So we set up 24-hour ops. Everybody went on 12-hour shifts. We had planes in the air the very first day. So what they did is they loaded up our planes in Fort Worth. We put troops and supplies on them. We flew them into the Houston area and dropped them off to help out in whatever they needed to do. And then we actually air evac'd people who needed to get out of Houston. And we brought over 2,000 people out of Houston.
As Mr. Berliner helped those in need in Houston, school was in full swing here at Prosper. And although Mr. Berliner wasn't here, his presence was still felt in his students.
Well, you know, we come in every day. We knew that Hurricane Harvey was happening in Houston, and knowing that our teacher was going down to help, it was just a great thing to know. I mean, he's a great guy, and I wouldn't have anybody else but him.
Although it is in Mr. Berliner's nature to be humble, and he wouldn't call himself a hero, he was still able to understand the gravity of his work.
It really makes you feel fulfilled. Like I said, we trained, and I haven't responded to anything in 9 years. And so when they finally do call you up and you see all the people that you get to help, it really justifies all the time I had to spend away from my family, all the weekends I spent training. And it's kind of drudgery to study the same things over and over and over again until the day comes when you get to use it to help people out. And it's very fulfilling.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Jake Fine.